your sweet tea. I got this. Hey guys, any tractor owner will benefit from the PTO Link. Get yours today.
Hello and welcome to the PTO Link Quick Connect System Dealer Training Tutorial. The PTO Link system is making it easier to do what people do with tractors all across America: connect their PTO implements. It is the first universal PTO Quick Connect system designed to easily connect tractors to PTO-driven implements. We sometimes hear people say, "Boy, why didn't I think of that?" Now and then something comes along that solves a big problem, and the PTO Link Quick Connect system does exactly that. It doesn't take a tractor owner long to learn what a difficult, frustrating, and time-consuming task it can be to connect a PTO to an implement, even when they've been properly greased. But finally, there's a solution that makes this job much easier and less of a hated chore. Not long ago, our inventor, Ken Spector, purchased some property that came with a tractor. The frustrations associated with trying to connect his brush mower to that tractor led him to think, there's got to be a better way.
It's so frustrating. There has to be a better way to do this.
At the time, there was not. So after Ken came up with the idea and got a friend to help him build it, the PTO Link system was born. Today, we ship directly to our dealers from our corporate office in Stafford, Texas. For dealer-related questions, feel free to reach out to me directly on our dealer line at extension 5. Thank you for the opportunity to help you and your customers with their PTO connections.
Hi, I'm Dave Anderson, the Director of Customer Care. I'm the one who interacts with PTO Link users on a daily basis to help them with technical, compatibility, and warranty questions or issues. Feel free to reach out to me directly on our customer care line if you or your customer need support with our products. We are here to make PTO connections easy. Anatomy of PTO Link, the overall system and parts. Now let's take a closer look at the PTO Link system. It mainly consists of two basic components: the tractor plate, which is the female, and the implement plate, the male. We'll refer to them interchangeably, but the easiest way to think of them is by where they are connected, on the tractor or on the implement. The tractor plate has 4 teardrop openings, internal female spline, quick release collar with 3 ball bearings, a spring, C-clip, and a stainless steel integrated shear locking pin. The implement plate has a male spline and 4 studs. The safety plunger pin is a zinc-plated grade 8 self-locking pin. The material used is an AISI 4140 hardened alloy steel. It has a special QPQ coating, which is corrosion and scratch resistant. For general installation onto the tractor and implement, we recommend that all first-time users familiarize themselves with how everything connects together before installing it onto their tractor. This way the process will be smoother when it's actually installed. Let's begin by installing the female tractor plate onto the tractor PTO shaft. It can be done in 2 easy steps. First, slide the tractor plate onto the PTO spline until the ball bearings stop against the end of the spline, just like you would a typical implement. You don't need to pull back the collar yet. Then, pull back the quick release collar to disengage the ball bearings, which will allow it to slide on the rest of the way, approximately 3 inches in total. Release the collar during the final slide to hear the ball bearings click. Once installed, the collar will return to its starting position to rest fully against the C-clip. Always give it a tug to make sure it's installed securely. We will now install the male implement plate into the implement receiver. Install the implement plate by inserting the male spline into the implement female receiver on the driveline. Now pull back the collar or push the pin on the implement and then slide it in until the collar's ball bearings or push pins is locked into the notch on the spline. Give it a firm tug to make sure it's installed securely. Now we can connect the 2 plates, which engages the shear locking pin, by first aligning and then inserting the 4 studs on the implement plate into the 4 teardrop holes in the tractor plate. Once the studs are in the teardrop holes, simply rotate the implement plate about a ½ inch counterclockwise, or the tractor plate clockwise to completely engage the plates. Once they are fully engaged, the pre-installed stainless spring-loaded shear locking pin on the female plate will automatically drop into one of the smaller holes on the tractor plate. This pin locks the two plates together, which is why it's called the shear locking pin. The shear locking pin will keep the plates connected by preventing it from reversing and disconnecting until it's time to disconnect the plates. Pro tip: make sure the tractor engine is off so there's no hydraulic pressure against the PTO. If you have a tractor with a freewheel PTO spline, you can rotate the tractor's plate to align the stud holes with ease. If not, you can rotate your implement shaft to match them up. You'll notice that you can always see the studs going into the teardrop holes, so nothing is hidden, as it would be with a traditional connection without the PTO link. The arrows on the label of the implement plate will show you which way to rotate it for disconnection. Plunger pin installation. Finally, after connecting the two plates, complete the process by installing the standalone safety plunger pin through the ½ inch hole. It's located across from the shear locking pin on the tractor plate, and push it through both plates from the tractor side toward the implement side. Once it clears both plates, the spring-loaded wedge on the tip of the pin will spring open and lock it into position, preventing it from backing out until you are ready to remove it when you disconnect the plates. Important note: installing the plunger pin in this direction will make it easy to visibly confirm it is fully locked in place, and also makes it easy to see when you are ready to depress the wedged pin for the removal and the disconnection process. The plunger pin also serves as a backup for the shear pin to equally distribute any reverse torque that may occur on the driveline, mitigating damage to your equipment. Having two pins versus one will help to prevent shearing and keep the plates securely connected. Therefore, the plunger pin should always be used. You're all done. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Now, to disconnect the PTO link, remove the plunger pin from the plates by simply depressing the spring-loaded wedge and pushing the tip of the pin back through the hole toward the tractor. Then, to release the shear locking pin, pull the pin head back toward the tractor. This will allow the plates to rotate about a ½ inch for disconnection. Turn the implement plate in the direction shown on the label. Helpful tip: the previously mentioned PTO freewheel suggestion will also aid in disconnecting the plates. For safekeeping, insert the removed plunger pin into the plunger pin hole on the tractor plate or one of the holes on the implement plate. Note: replacement plunger pins can be ordered from our website for only $5.99 each.
Wow, that was nice. I didn't even break a sweat or a nail. Oh.
Here are some warranty operational specifications and installation scenarios that are important to keep in mind. Our current product is rated and warranted for tractors up to 100 horsepower and 90 horsepower at the PTO. But good news, there will be a higher horsepower rated model available very soon. The PTO Link System is used for 6-spline rear 540 RPM PTOs only. The PTO Link System works with all current models of Bobcat tractors, but for other brands, the tractor plate must be able to travel 3 inches onto the tractor PTO spline without coming into contact with the PTO housing. Be aware that the PTO Link is not currently compatible with some 2-stage or dual drive lines sometimes used on certain larger John Deere or Land Pride implements. The PTO Link adds approximately 5 inches in length to the overall PTO drive line. Shorten the implement shaft as needed to accommodate this added length to avoid bottoming out the drive line, which could cause damage to the equipment. For guidance on whether you need to adjust your drive line, please refer to our driveline measuring video or call our customer care line at 833-444-5465, extension 3 for customer care. Measurement rule. Every implement measures differently depending on the size tractor versus the implement being connected. For instance, a tiller or a flail mower measures differently than a standard brush mower or cutter because of the angle of the driveline and how much the driveline is collapsed or extended when connected. There are many ways to check to see if you have too long of a drive line after installing the PTO Link. But the easiest way is to know how much your drive line slides during normal operation and then measure the distance between the plates when the drive line is fully collapsed and bottomed out to see how much available room or gap space is remaining between the PTO Link plates before connecting them. For example, on a tiller, you wouldn't need as much gap space when connecting, due to it mostly being collapsed when connected. In this example, the tiller only slides in about a ½ inch, whereas a mower, when raised, would slide in 2 to 3 or more inches during operation. So you would need to have more available room to travel on lifting. The rule we use is, you always need available in total slide the distance the drive line travels or slides on a lift, or when lowering into the ground, turns or dips, plus 1 extra inch for safety. Coming soon, we are developing a PTO Link mini version for subcompact tractors with shorter tractor splines, like used on the 2.5 inch Kubota B and BX series tractors, and also a PTO Link HD version for 540 RPM PTOs beyond 100 horsepower. Safety tips. Always turn off tractor while installing, connecting, or disconnecting the PTO Link. Remember, the PTO Link Quick Connect system is not a PTO adapter. Never use the PTO Link system in conjunction with the PTO adapter. The PTO Link is only for rear 6-spline 540 RPM tractor PTOs. Shield all rotating parts. PTO Link is certified compliant with AISI standards. To minimize any equipment damage, always avoid short turning greater than 60 degrees and steep inclines, declines greater than 15 degrees. Some important things to know. In the first 3 years, there were over 10,000 units sold all across the U.S. The PTO Link system has been approved and is being promoted by the Colorado DVR as well as other similar organizations for farmers with disabilities. The PTO Link system quickly connects the PTO of your Bobcat, John Deere, Kubota, Coyote, New Holland, Mahindra, Massey Ferguson, and other tractors rated up to 100 horsepower. The PTO Link system is a perfect complement to 3-point quick hitch systems, thereby maximizing ease of use for tractor owners connecting implements to tractors. And because the PTO Link system adds approximately 5 inches to the overall length of the drive line, the 5 inches added can be generally offset by the concurrent use of a 3-point quick hitch system, such as an iMatch, Pat's Easy Change, or other popular brands. This combined approach will usually eliminate the need to shorten the drive line. In other words, because these systems are always complementary products, every customer stands to benefit from the combined ease of quick connecting to both the hitch and the PTO. When installing the PTO Link system, and for ongoing optimal performance, routinely make sure splines are free of debris and lightly greased. For personal safety and protection of the equipment, customers should watch the videos at tractorptolink.com/install and always read the 2-page operational spec sheet that comes in the box with their PTO Link system. The PTO Link system is warranted for manufacturing defects up to 1 year from the date of purchase. Any warranty claims are to be handled only by the PTO Link Customer Care Department. You can reach us at 833-444-5465 and extension 3. New tractor sales and bundling. When placing where customers can see it on the counter, the PTO Link system often captures customers' attention and generates its own curiosity. Package deals. Keep in mind that when selling the PTO Link system, the starter package will normally include 1 tractor plate and 1 implement plate, known as the Duo system. But to maximize the overall ease of use for buyers who have multiple implements, outfitting every implement with the PTO Link mail would be ideal for the customer and enhance the overall sales value. As we all know, most first-time tractor buyers are not used to some of the challenges associated with connecting implements to tractors.
God, I hate this.
I got it on some. I just need to pull. This is too heavy.
The greater the ease of the customer's overall experience with this PTO connection process will undoubtedly add value to their equipment purchase. Furthermore, when a customer finances a purchase for multiple pieces of equipment from your business, it will provide a great opportunity to introduce the PTO Link system as part of a bundle, further enhancing the value of the overall transaction. Thank you for taking the time to familiarize yourself with the PTO Link system. If we can be of assistance in answering your questions, please give us a call on our dealer line at 833-444-5465, extension 5, or extension 3 for customer care if you or your customer has technical, compatibility, or warranty questions or issues. Thank you again for watching this dealer training tutorial. It is our absolute pleasure to help you and your customers have the best experience with connecting their PTOs using our PTO Quick Connect system.